I watched The Sandman recently on Netflix. I'd been avoiding it due to my up and down moods about fantasy genres revolving around whānau, family, and disturbed siblings. And therefore, if you would like to stick around and hear what I have to say further about this Netflix series, then welcome to the Mighty Cosmic Reviews, films, streaming and more. This time it's going to be in an audio format, which of course I will then need to put up onto YouTube and then reattach the audio back to the page. Without further ado, let's go ahead. For me, it's not my thing to watch leaders in their realm slowly but surely implode. By the end of season 1, I was aware of the family harm of domestic violence, e.g. the imprisonment of Nada in hell by Morpheus' dream of the endless. I really didn't like that very much at all, really. And then for him to, have his unfoldment and release her from hell for long it had been 10,000 years, to then confess to her that he loved her. It's kind of creepy. That is sort of dysfunctional attachment. Of course, his awakening to himself began with his own imprisonment in the glass metal cage. Watching Roderick Burgess's hubris and impending madness was fascinating, yet his relationship with his son was nothing short of following the same pattern. It was engaging to a person like myself who is interested in these types of flawed characters. They're obsessed with themselves and fixing something that's perceived as broken or defective. I liken it to the story of Jake Sully, who went from a weakened, crippled, wounded soldier trapped in a body that felt more like his tomb than his living. He makes the decision to follow his brother's path and is offered a new chance at life, albeit very different from his humanity. So it was with Roderick, who, like so many other people of his obsession with the imperfections of human life, a human body, a human form, matter, decaying, and becoming more and more useless with each passing day, was, to term the phrase, hell-bent on bending the rules of life and death and using the mysteries of the occult. Of course, all for the possibility to deliver him to live on earth for an eternity in style, comfort, wealth, and the interminable talent to attract women, even though he and anyone else seeking the same will always fail horribly, right? Many humans on earth, even today in our reality of the everyday, are seeking the same way out from the binds and ties of human limitations. In The Sandman, all around the story, woven through it, is the sad song of families of all kinds desperate to escape the fragility and vulnerabilities of the human being, grasping after the supernatural using occult tools to contact all things possibly dangerous to human beings so they can live the exalted, so they can extend their power and crush their insecurities. Who doesn't know that wish and desire? These fantasies are all around us. We don't want the human being. And so this purpose will always be fascinating to the persons who are trapped somewhere between hurt, harm, and finality. The parents of the endless siblings, the endless in their failings at love and connections of right relationship, the people's lives they collide with, who are fractured from the natural real world due to their contact with the supernatural world and the occult mysteries, remain forever tangible. Whereas in the case of the Sandman, I see so much desperation to hold on to those who are loved, the attachment factors dysfunctional, to chase away pining, yearning and longing at the cost of their own humanity. And in the case of the endless, at the cost of their own supernatural sanity, maybe. Love's leaving us, love's turning us down, love's not always possible. All about love does our existence come down to this one thing: love ourselves and thereby accept our life on this planet and the time it's given to unfold, to play out, to eventually leave when death arrives to deliver us to our final destination, will truly give us all of that which indeed our souls and lives fulfill. Then we won't need to chase after the endless and therefore bypass all the misfortunes. And so brings my short review to a close. If you're unfamiliar with the Sandman, it was created by Neil Gaiman and it is part of a beloved comic book series. And it follows the events leading up to the death of the endless Morpheus, who's otherwise known as Dream. Beautiful series, beautiful. Just really fabulous comic book work. Until then, this is Sienna Raymond signing off. Be you, be real, be at peace.